the last 16. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things go. Defensive sound or defensive solidity against the attacking flair of the Super Eagles as our match officials lead the players out onto the field here. And as I said, it's a magnificent day here in Marrakesh. It's still better as of course, as the sun starts to dip, and the temperatures are also dipping slightly, but for the most part this afternoon has been glorious sunshine. You may have seen images from this tournament of rain falling abundantly all over the place, but we have been spared the worst of that heavy rain. It's been magnificent though, but the grounds here, the facilities have been super impressive in how they've handled whatever conditions have been thrown at them. Here is the coach, Vladimir Petrovic, coach of the Algerian side. He's been in the job since February 2024, and Eric Schell, man who's been in charge since January 2025 of the Super Eagles. We'll start though with the formalities, the national anthems of the two nations. Qasamam is the national anthem then of Algeria, sang with great gusto by the Algerian fans who are dominant inside of the Constad Marrakesh. And now for the national anthem of Nigeria. There you go then. That should have roused the spirits and lifted the mood amongst the two protagonists here of it as we get all the pleasantries and formalities dispensed with. As you have a look at our match officials there, led by Issassi of Senegal's assistant Jibril Kamara and Noua Bamboura. But let's talk about the lineups. One change, as I mentioned, Ismail Benesse is out injured so he's the only change in midfield. He's replaced by Ramiz Zerouki in midfield. So how do you expect them to play then, Badu?
I mean, Petko Grace is going to 4-4-1-1, making Maza behind the striker. Maza have scored 2 goals against Sudan Equatorial Guinea in this tournament, so he's also a threat to watch. Eric is going for his usual formation 4-3-3, but normally you see Lukman Ademole come in the middle to get the pocket passes. So it's a balanced formation for both teams. So it depends on how they will approach the games, and the first 30 minutes will be key in this game.
It is exactly the same 11 that started against Mozambique, led of course up front in terms of attack by Victor Osimhen, who earns his 51st international cap for his country today. the side, of course, captained by Wilfred Ntiti, who is now a veteran of 75 internationals. As we see the great Zizou Zinedine Zidane in attendance, of course, here to support their son Luka, who is in goal for the Algerians and playing at his very first Africa Cup of Nations. Confirmation then, Issa C, a late replacement, by the way, for Omar Atan, who was supposed to take charge of this match, but was withdrawn after violating CAF rules around the footwear which he was wearing, which was not sanctioned. So that's unfortunate, but it's led to an opportunity for Issa C of Senegal. Jibril Kamara, his countryman, and Noah Bangura, his assistant. Fourth official is Mr. Peter Waweru Kamaku from Kenya. VAR official is Pierre Gislan Acho. And as you see that you spoke about the formation there, a lot has been seen from an attack point of view. Lookman and Osimhen, how key will they be?
Well, they are always key in the Nigerian setup. Their link-up play has been very effective for the Nigerian team. And one thing about their team is about their midfield. You have always Ndidi sit at the back four, in front of the back four, and you have Oneka and Nwobi doing interpositional changes and surging forward to add numbers to the attack.
Nigeria have scored 12 goals at this Africa Cup of Nations. Algeria have let in just 2 goals on their way to this stage. They conceded against Equatorial Guinea, and that was the only time, in fact, that was the one time that the goal was breached, I beg your pardon. So really have been impressive defensively. Something's got to give.